What's going on, guys? Welcome to our Final Fantasy React this video, and this one's going to be about Dark Rain. So, if you're wondering how to build Dark Rain, this is the video to look for. So, give him a lot of magic. You don't need two of his S tier, and his S tier does not stack, by the way. Go ahead and show it off, show the message here. As you can see, it does not stack. So, just two of his S tier is probably best in slot anyways, even if it doesn't stack. But there are alternatives. Let's see if there's any other spears in the game that could benefit us. Gremlin Sakura's STMR, could use that. You could also use these older spears here, if you have them. Of course, you would want to stay away from two-handed ones, and most of these are probably not very useful anyways, but I suppose you could use this one too. Yeah, you could use that if you wanted to. But you probably want to stay away from two-handed spears. I think this might be two-handed. I don't know if this is two-handed or not. It probably is because I had that message at the beginning. It's probably two-handed. I think this is a collaboration spear. So you probably want to stick with Grimlord Sakura's or his own, most likely. I have 30% unlimited burst damage here because of his Vision card. Vision card gives 100% unlimited burst damage, so of course his own Vision card would be best, but you kind of have to go to EX3 to get that, so not recommended for most people. There are alternatives. Of course you would like to have souls, just for the magic, or whatever goal may have. This is the cheapest version right now, so you can also use I think the gold version isn't global version, just FFBE only. Maybe it's not. But there's also this one here for FFBE at the last one, 50% low burst damage at the end, so that's also pretty good. So that's also an alternative for you guys. So that's one option. And we have Beast Killer, but he has 200% all killers. Remember that, guys, 200% all killers. That's insane. So actually we're already capped on 3 killers. Which is really crazy. So an Esper, depending on the Esper, and maybe like a little bit more extra, is already 300%. So this guy can probably do 3 killers, no problem, with 4 slots because he has 20% true to wield and 600% cap, so he doesn't need any of that stuff. So you could fill all these things with killers if you wanted to. Of course, as you would like to have, just have a lot of magic here. Max is limit burst, of course. Don't really need to do maxing these ones because I don't know. To be able to cap Darka, by the way, you need to have Quadcast to do that. So make sure you guys get that going on. And maybe we'll show off in the video. I would need 2. Yeah, you would need to have 2. It's kind of hard to do against anyone because this ability is not really that good. But it could be good. You just need to have some dark resistance on yourself. But you need Quadcast because I was almost able to do it with triple cast, but Quadcast would be a lot better, of course, because you'd be able to do it. So what you would do is you would do 1 chain, I think, and then do Darka, or you could just do Darka and then 3 times CW8. Depends on the lag. So if you're running an emulator or not on an app, for example, you might want to just do Darka first. Depends on the lag. That's how you build them. It's pretty easy to use them though. You just like any other SLB, really. So let's go in. So you could just not worry about his Quadcast at all because his magic damage is okay, but not like super amazing or anything. So you could just, use the Grandis for the buff. And you don't really need to do anything for them. So on the first turn, or I guess the first technical turn, I guess turn 2, you could just start with his little burst here. Why not, right? You just start with his little burst, that's alright. His normal little burst is a decent modifier. 200 times mod. So it's alright. It's pretty good. As you can see, we hit there at the very end there. Decent modifier. but we're just gonna do the same thing again. Just a bit stronger, but we don't have any. He's not geared for human killer or anything like that, and that's still doing pretty good damage. I'm pretty sure if we had equipped for human killer, he'd be doing a lot more damage. But since he's not, it is what it is. If we had human killer buff and we had all that kind of stuff when this guy was diseased, I think we could be hitting over 20. So that's really all I got to say. But after that, his dark amp is gonna start going away. So what you could do is you could bring, I don't know if Global got this buff yet, Dark Knight Leon. He has 45% dark amp on a cooldown for single target. So you could give that to him. He's only losing 5% now. He's only losing 5% dark amp. So that's a pretty good compromise. There are also, I mean, what kind of alternative to New Vision Awakening would you want? Because, I mean, since he's a New Vision Awakening, he's pretty accessible. So this time I'm just gonna say that was probably the best bet you have. Everything else is gonna be a lot lower, like 15%, 20%, stuff like that. So, and then after that you could start going the chaining route, but it's kind of hard to do without a dupe, and you probably don't want to bring a dupe because he's a finisher mainly. But if you do bring someone who has quad cast and has CWA, you could cap off Darka as well as a strong finisher in the meantime, because it is a 200 times mod. It has 50% spirit ignore, or is it 100? No, I'm pretty sure it's 200 times. So that's all really I have to say really about this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate ya. This guy's pretty easy to use, just like every other unit. Really, just he's a little bit slow, but not that slow. He's kind of like mid-range finisher, so just don't wait until the absolutely very end of the chain to finish him. You do it in the middle, kind of like a Dragoon almost. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.